What's up, beautiful people? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to build perching stations for your chickens so they have somewhere peaceful and off the ground to sleep. Let's get to it. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people? It's me, Ricky Jones Jr. back again for a video. In this one, like I said, we'll be building chickens somewhere to perch on and inevitably to sleep, because I didn't realize I'm still having chickens, but that is how chickens sleep. They sleep on while perching, right? But nonetheless, let me show you why this became a thing and how you can alleviate this problem, and now we can build a solution together. So boom, here is where they ultimately sleep. They rest on there, and as you can see, there is a lot of poop, and what this is a nesting box, but don't worry about that. We'll talk about this on another video. But they have been resting up here, and hey, why are you poking me, lady? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What you doing, lady? Okay, anyway, but they rest up here, and as they rest up here, as you can see, the poop is what happens, okay? So they rest up here and then they poop down here. But nonetheless, what I want to do is recreate this here system so that they will have somewhere off the ground, which I noticed they want to be off the ground, which here is what perching looks like. So here they go, here they are. They like to rest, and usually they'll squat down and sleep in that type position as well. Thank you all, ladies, for doing this for me. I know, usually you don't do things on cue, but hey, you're doing it right now, so I thank you. That is called perching. And so what I do want to do is create this scenario, and I'll probably put it over here in a nice shaded area, and then I'll probably put something on top of here so they'll stop going here and then go where I want them to go, which is going to be over here. So let's go ahead and get to the build, y'all. Okay, great people, so here are the tools in which I am using to make this all thing happen. I'm using a power drill, a hammer if and when necessary. Of course, you're going to need a measuring tape. That's what's always necessary. And then from there, I like to use gloves to protect my hands. I gotta have baby hands for my wifey. But then we're gonna have some safety goggles because we will be cutting with the miter saw. And then we have some screws as well to attach everything together. And so what I will be doing is actually repurposing this bench that I made out of pallet wood. And so repurposing this bench, which I'll show you all that part. But then I also have some wood. Actually, was not even actually wood. I think it's, I don't know what it is, but it comes from a bench that I had in the backyard back in old videos, like my first videos. I was sitting on the bench, but nonetheless, this is the bench in which I sat on, or some of the boards that I'm gonna use and, you know, put in here so that they'll have somewhere to perch. All right, so now that you see all that will be needed and used, now let's go ahead and get to the build. Alright, so now it's time to get these planks off so I can go ahead and put the bars across. I decided to use the reciprocal saw because it made life so much more easy than trying to hammer it out, which was going to be a very tedious process. And then from there, what you want to do is just make sure all the wood is cleared out in the area in which you want to use. And so from there, I'm also getting out the nails and just making sure everything is nice and clean, because I don't know, chicken feet may be sensitive and I don't want anything to harm them. So making sure as well now everything is nice and secure, because things were a little wobbly in that I wasn't using it as I was before. But now with the security of these screws, making sure everything is dressed and nice and tight is what I'm going for. So, you know, keep all those things in mind, because you don't want anything to be obstructive or a dilemma or a challenge for them, but just making sure everything is nice and comfortable. And so after measuring everything out, what I'm going to do now is, you know, mimic that measurement to the boards, and then I'm going to give it a cut. And what I like to do is, as you see, measure it out with the measuring tape. Each one, I know some people cut one and then measure it out from there, but I wanted to make sure my cut was right. And so given one cut, I went and checked it. I realized that was good to go. So now we're just gonna continue to cut this bad boy, and do make sure you are safe. Keep your hands away from the blade. I did break my little safety feature on my blade, but I will say keep your hands safe, okay? I've known people to cut theirs, and I don't want that to be your situation, as I'm mindful that it's not mine as well. And so we're gonna go ahead and cut these bad boys out, and then we're gonna go ahead and give it an install. And as you can see, I figured it out after doing it on one that let me just go ahead and screw everything in from one side and then go to the other side and finish things out, because largely, and that with it being cut for the space itself, things are where they need to be and nothing sagging or anything like that. But as you can see as well, this is something that one person can do. And so, yeah, I wanted to show you this part as well, but then also make a note that this particular piece of wood, like I said, it's not wood, but it's like plastic wood, but it makes life easier when cleaning it because a lot of poop happens during the sleep of a chicken. And so just making sure something was conducive for my liking and my ability to make sure everything is nice and clean was the thought process in using this particular wood as opposed to, 2x4s or 2x2s or something like that. Boom! And just like that, great people, we have a completed project, which I'm definitely excited about it. I am, but hopefully the ladies are, because that's what really matters. But as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here beams going across. Some people may say, hey, why didn't you just do one in the center? Well, I wanted to give them each a space to have their own area. Now one will have to double up, but nonetheless, in it all with 5 will be good to go from here. And so now let's go ahead and incorporate it into the coop, and let's see how the chickens interact with it. Well, looks like they're still getting acclimated to what it is and all it is and the various function in which it may be. But the goal is to find them sleeping on that their here situation. So definitely make sure you stay tuned, or you can even check out my Instagram to see different photos and things like that of them sleeping on the perch. But yeah, so hey, that's how you do it. That's how you get it done, ladies and gentlemen. And then from this point on, the chicken should be happy, 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 and off that nesting box. Okay, speaking of, I think I need to go ahead and fine tune the nesting box. So make sure you stay tuned for that video, because great things are ahead and in store for my chickens, which I'm also excited about. I have chickens, you all. And man, it's going on a little over a month now of having chicks. We're hens, and so it's definitely been a learning experience. But nonetheless, I'm thankful that you all are here with me to not only learn but to grow together and see what you should do as you are raising chicks, right? Into hens, egg-laying hens. I can no longer call them chicks. They're no longer chicks. But anyway, with that being said, I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in, and definitely check in the description down below for the various things that you may need to do what you saw. But more than importantly, just to find out more about me and different ways in which we can plug in together. So until then, love you. Happy gardening. I guess it's not growing. It's not gardening. It's happy raising chicks, y'all. Okay? Peace. Love you.